Not long ago, I read an article in a hiking magazine listing the most dramatic vistas state by state. And for Arizona, it was this exact vista in the top 10 for the entire country, shot in this exact spot, the Anasazi Granary, at mile 53 along the Colorado River from Lee's Ferry, near the foot of the Nankoweap Trail. And that photographer picked out just this angle, which is also my favorite, with the granary tucked into the walls of Redwall limestone on your right, with the Colorado River pinned inside Marble Canyon flowing downstream off into the distance, and with the afternoon light falling on the wall of the Desert Facade on the left. What that one still image in the magazine could not capture, however, is the full, amazing character of this spot. You stand at the base of an immense wall of Redwall limestone, rising straight up from this spot on the east face of Nankoweap Mesa. Across the river and the floor of Marble Canyon, you are facing the Desert Facade, rising over 3,000 feet from the river to the rim of the Blue Moon Bench on the Navajo Reservation, cutting through 7 different formations that only here in Marble Canyon and in the Palisades of the desert a bit to the south present a nearly unbroken continuous cliff face. And over 500 feet below your feet is the small strip of land along the river where the Anasazi scratched out a living growing corn over 1,000 years ago. When I shot this panorama, my legs were aching. This is a place you really want to have to get to. You can wait for years to get lucky in the private raft trip lottery, or give thousands of dollars to a commercial operator to float down the Colorado to hear from Lee's Ferry. Or you can do what I did and hike 14 miles and 6,000 vertical feet down the Nankoweap Trail, rightfully regarded as the most difficult and arduous trail in the entire park. But then you still aren't done. That just gets you nearby on the banks of the Colorado. At first glance, it looks like an easy hike up from the river to the granary, but it isn't. The path is easy to find and follow, but it is unrelentingly steep with over 500 feet of ascent. I tried to make quick work of it with a light pack and paid the price. So I stood here in this spot with my aching legs, thinking of the Anasazi and the climbs they made again and again to haul their corn up and to lug it back down to live their lives. And I thought of the fear and reality of raids from other tribes that led them to store their grain in this high, defensible spot in the first place. Their lives could not have always been the peaceful one we think of when we listen to their tranquil flute music. When you are ready to move on, you can head back down the trail that brought you up here, and then follow one of the network of trails in the area over to a panorama spot in the Nankoweap Delta, near the river but surrounded by massive cliff walls in all directions. If you are ready to head down the Colorado, you can head down to our next river panorama spot at the mouth of the Little Colorado River, where sometimes the water is brown and muddy, and sometimes is a beautiful translucent blue.